No, no, no. It's not supposed to be recording. It started recording by itself.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video.
All right, bud.
Which one's yours?
You guys should see my light up setup at the moment. It's comical. I have a large ring light, which is the one you see off of this reflection here, but then I have a very small one hanging, keyword, off my tripod that's holding my phone. This dang light has given me trouble almost since I bought it. This little ball thing just doesn't hold very well, doesn't support the light very well, and yesterday it fell and it finally just gave out. It's broken completely. The light itself though still functions, so we're gonna use it. I did order some lights out of the insistence of my husband. He said, just order better lighting, honey. There's no need for all that. But I hate to toss things out, you know? So the light still works. We're going to use it. But I did order some lights. So I've been doing this series for a while now where I share with you guys the trends, like nail polish trends, manicure trends for years. But I've never really called it anything, and I think I'm ready to name it something. And it can apply to anything: nail polish, beauty related items, whatever, makeup, whatever. So I'm thinking we can call it according to, and in the case of today's video, it's going to be according to Allure magazine. Let's get into it. Let me start my recording for my screen here on my laptop. So let's see here. So according to Allure magazine, these are the 6 nail color trends that are taking over in 2026. Let's see here. Okay, we're cheersing to romantic burgundies and quiet misty blues is what they're saying. Gorgeous colors, by the way, here at the top. Okay, the advent of the new year doesn't always call for reinvention, meaning we're probably reaching for shades that have been classics for a while, have been favorites for a while. It's also a time to refocus and embrace what makes each of us unique and feels more authentic. When it comes to your nail color, that might mean finally discovering the nude polish that perfectly complements your skin tone, or leaning into your inner goth with a high shine patent leather black manicure. It could mean indulging your romantic side with a rich full-bodied red, or your spicy side saliva went down the wrong tube, excuse me. Or your spicy side with a singy hot rod orange. All right, in a world where things can feel topsy-turvy, the best source for inspiration is often found through self-discovery, and that can start with a coat of nail polish. With guidance from top nail artists, we put together a menu of colors to cater to every side of you. All right. So let's get started. Let's see, what colors are they recommending? I know because I've already gone through this article. All right, so fresh nudes is what they're recommending. And they say, are you surprised? This nail trend has many aliases: soap, lip gloss, clean, but whatever you call it. The look isn't going anywhere, and it will likely get another rebrand in 2026. I would not be surprised. You know, companies are notoriously known for renaming trends. I don't know, I guess to freshen it up or whatever, but it's almost like it's the same product but in a different packaging type of thing. But okay, so nude nails is will always be in style. I highly agree with that, especially after seasons of bright summer polishes and dark winter hues, says Abana Jarjour, a Los Angeles-based nail artist. So nude polishes is what we're starting off with. I have my little color wheel here with all of the colors that they're recommending. I pulled from my existing collection. I didn't pull everything from each color category, but I pulled, you know, some. And then you guys can bring out the polishes you have within your collection. Their fresh nude is more of a sheer type of nude, not a full cream that's going to be opaque and cover the nail line completely. This is meant to look very clean, very natural, very soap nail, whatever they want to call it. And I love these type of colors. I like my sheer pinks. It gives you a very nice, clean, minimalist type of manicure. They're really, really pretty. I highly recommend them. I've been obsessed with these type of polishes for a while now, and oftentimes feature them on my channel. I actually did or shared in a video my year-round polish collection. Let me take these, put them up a little bit because of the glare. I'm so sorry. And I shared that rack with you guys, the polishes that I love pulling for year round. They stay in a designated space. They don't get mixed in with the remainder of my collection, because those polishes, I truly do wear them every season. Does not matter. I'll link that video up in the cards if you want to check it out. So anyways, out of my collection, some of which I didn't mention in that video, by the way, out of my collection, I did pull out 4 colors. These are all very sheer, that will give you that soap nail type of look. But you can most definitely pull out a cream. If you don't have a sheer nude, pull out a cream. Whatever favorite cream you have in your collection, bring it out any time of the year. On their site, they have Sunday's polish in number 49. They also have ESSIE nail polish in Skinny Dip and OPI nail lacquer in Bare My Soul, which I do have on this nail wheel. The only one that I have from this recommendation is the OPI one. All right, so first up, and I thought I would bring out and add a little twist to this and pull a nude, slightly pink with a little silver shimmer. This is a sheer polish though. And at 3 coats, you can kind of still see the nail line. I like this at a couple of coats. I want to be able to still see the tip of my nail. I love this a lot during spring. I think it was a couple of years ago during spring. This and another sheer polish from China Glaze is pretty much all I stuck to on my toes. So this color is from Kokie Cosmetics. I'm pretty sure they sent this polish to me. Everything else is purchased by me though. This is called Sweet Dreams. And it is a very sheer pink, not full on nude, okay? But it is a type of shimmer that is sheer on the nail. So it is a very dainty, gives you a very dainty look on the nail, which I really like. It's really pretty. It is sheer. It's not something that easily gets opaque at 3 coats. You're going to have to layer this up. If you can see, it's very, very sheer. But that's what I like about it, because it adds this very delicate touch of color and sparkle. So that's this one here. All right. The next one up, if you see the 2 E's, they're both ESSIEs. I mean, are you guys even surprised? I talk about ESSIE sheer polishes constantly because I love them. I think they do them well. And anytime someone asks me for a sheer pink, a sheer nude, it's ESSIE. ESSIE just does them so well, just like OPI does the reds really well. So from ESSIE, an oldie but a goodie. This is a polish that I've been wearing since my 20s. And I've gone through multiple bottles of this polish. This is called Minimalistic. Whoopsie daisy, so sorry. Minimalistic. It is a sheer pink. Very, very delicate. If you have longer nails and you have issues like ridges and stuff, you know, you can get a little balding. But if you don't have any issues, if you have short nails, this is a really easy application. 2-3 coats, no more than that. I've applied this on one of my daughters many times, and it always takes just 2 coats, no more than that. So Minimalistic is a sheer pink, and I have it right over here. And if you can see, it is warm, okay, warm leaning. It's really pretty. So these sheers are not going to, you're not going to reach opacity with these. Just to be mindful of that. Okay, next one is Sugar Daddy. This is my 2nd bottle of Sugar Daddy. I bought it, I repurchased it, I think maybe either summer, fall of last year sometime. I cannot remember. I love it. For 2 years straight, this was constantly on my nails, be it on the toes or as a manicure, because I adore it. It is a warmer sheer pink. This is even more transparent than minimalistic. If you are familiar with minimalistic, this is almost like a wash watercolor sheerness type of pink on your nails. It's really, really sheer when you start off. It does cover a little bit more as you work down through the bottle, but it's still not a polish that's going to get opaque. And I have that one right over here. This is a warmer type of pink. I think it's coming off a little cool here, but it is warm. And I love it so much. These type of polishes, not only can you wear by themselves, but I oftentimes use them as basis for some kind of nail design. Maybe decals, stickers, another color incorporated, a French type of manicure if you want to switch up the French, the traditional French mani. These are really great. And then I have another sheer pink here, but this is neutral. And it's almost like a pinky, slightly mauve, but it is sheer. So I have that one right here, and this is from OPI. It is really pretty. If you don't want something like this, let's say like Sugar Daddy, it stands out a little bit more. You want something a little bit more actual nude, but with a slight mauve tone to it, Bare My Soul. And Bare My Soul is being recommended on this site, and it is really pretty. It is very sheer once again. So I have it right over here. It is neutral, not too cool, not too warm, right in the middle. And so you can see how sheer, it's very sheer. So again, one that you're not, you know, if you're trying to get this opaque, you're gonna have to apply a lot of coats, and maybe even then you're not gonna be able to get it there. All right, so let's see. Fog Blue. So Pinterest dubbed the color blue a trend to watch across beauty, fashion, and food in 2026. Who knew? For nails, though, artists are torn over which shade will come out on top in the new year. All right, so sees foggy blue on the horizon. There's something meditative about gray blue that reminds me of being in the Pacific Northwest. She says it's quiet, reflective, a bit calming, and while it's moody, it's not melancholic. So this type of color for me is a color that is not a year-round type of blue. In my opinion, this is very cold weather specific, personally. And the one that hits perfectly really for this color is Sample Sizing Me Up from China Glaze. I'm pretty sure they still have this in their collection as part of their core line. It is a blue with a slight gray tone, and it is dusty. It is really beautiful, really great formula. 2 coats for this one to cover the nail fully, and I have it on this nail. It's so pretty. Fall winter staple for me personally. I did though pull out a couple that lean slightly bit more purple, because I think they still fit into this category. So I brought this one out from ORLY. It's blue dusty, but it has a tad bit of purple, if you can see. And this one is called Gotta Bounce. I have it right over here. If I have any manicure pictures on my Instagram, I will pull them and pop them up on the screen. This is a cream, couple of coats for this one. Really awesome. And then I have Toned Down from ESSIE. Sorry, I keep forgetting to move my glasses up. I have that one over here. A little bit, you could see, much softer color than the one from ORLY. And ORLY's has a little bit more blue than Toned Down. And this is from ESSIE. Couple coats for this one. Really gorgeous color. Great formula for all of these, by the way. This one, I don't know why I didn't include this in my gray and taupe collection video. I'm not quite sure why, because it is a gray with a little bit of a purple tone. Very much like the minimalistic type of formula or Sugar Daddy. This is Super Sheer or like Bare My Soul. This one's from OPI. I think these were a part of some kind of wedding collection. Yeah, this is called Engagement to Be. I actually put a little swatch of white polish down here so it could pull out the color of this polish, because it's so soft you could barely see it on the nail. It is a very soft gray that has a purple tone, and it is sheer. It's so pretty, very beautiful. So if you want a gray but don't want a gray cream, or go for something like this that stands out a little bit more, you want something a little bit more subtle, this is a great one. Let's see, what is Allure recommending? They are recommending OPI's Alpaca My Bags. I don't have that one. And then they're also recommending Zerk Colors Navy Jelly. If that is a true jelly, jellies are so fun. You can wear them by themselves. You can also do jelly sandwiches where you lay the polish down, maybe put glitter or whatever you want, nail stick or whatever you want, little nail art design, and then top it over with another jelly or another coat of the polish, and you can still see the design that's sandwiched between both layers of that polish. Super fun type of manicure to wear. All right, next one up is called Denim. For this one, I have one that I think lands perfectly for this particular color that they have featured here. And let's see. Okay, so I brought out an ESSIE polish. This is an old polish. I've had it for a while. I've loved it for many years. It's a very, very good blue. It's a very dark blue, nearly black, but still visibly blue on the nails. It's a blue that has a gray tone. It's dusty, it's moody, it's really, really pretty. I think the last time I wore this was last winter, and I paired it up with an OPI holographic glitter of some sort. So pretty. I have that one right over here. It is a dark color. It's really pretty. Gorgeous formula, 1 to 2 coats. Really, this one, I think halfway through this bottle, so it's taking 1 coat, covers very well, but I usually add 2 or 3 coats on my nails for support because these are my natural nails. Actually, the ESSIE one is the only one I have to recommend for that denim color, but Allure is recommending Dior's polish in denim. And it seems to be a much lighter type of blue. I actually have, no, that one I think is too dark. It's from, oh, that's like definitely more of an inky blue. They're also recommending Light Slacker in Mr. Darcy, which looks almost identical to Bobbing for Baubles from ESSIE. Don't know if I mentioned the name of that one. All right, let's move on to the Glossy Black. If you have been a follower of my channel for a while, then you would know that I'm not a fan of solid black cream nails. I prefer something with a little sparkle, little shimmer, little glitter, little something. Just black creams as a solid manicure is just not my jam. But I do utilize black creams for nail art type of stuff. I do utilize them as bases or to create some kind of design on the nail. Not oftentimes will you find me wearing a black cream. I think the last time I wore black cream, was it not last year, the year before? And it'd been years since I'd worn a black cream, and when I wore it, I could not wait to put something on it or take it off altogether. I wore it, I think, 2 days. I got bored. It's just not my jam. Okay. But I think I am going to recommend a couple of, or not recommend, but I have a couple of black creams in my collection. One of them being Onix from OPI. And I only swatched one of these because it's a black cream. And I have it right over here. Solid black. I think a black cream is a staple in someone's collection, because you can utilize them for multiple things. And then I also have this one from ESSIE. It's called Licorice. Can't read it, but I'm pretty sure it is. It's just a black cream. I would say OPI's has a little bit more of a cool effect, if you can see that in a black nail polish. It's just has a little bit, when it separates, it has a little bit of a blue tone. And I don't know, maybe my camera will pull. No, I don't think so. To where the Licorice from ESSIE is just, there's no other undertone that I see in this one. They're both okay black polishes, a couple of coats, 2 to 3 coats to get fully opaque. But I did pull out a couple that, to me, they're black but slightly charcoaly, and they have almost a little bit, one of these has a little shimmer. I just can't tell which one it is. It's not in this light. Yeah, this one has a very fine blue pearl running throughout, and it's from ORLY. It's called Below Zero. See how it has a little pearl. And I have that one. I'll bring up the bottle. Let's go like that. I have that one. That's ESSIE's. Yeah, it's this one. This one right here. It's just a little softer than a solid black polish. So, excuse me, I need to eat. Okay. It's really pretty. This is a type of black manicure I would wear, but even then I don't oftentimes pull something like this. I pull something like Zoya Storm or a black jelly with some kind of metallic glitter incorporated. And then there's this one from, another one from ORLY. This is called Feeling Foxy. Cool tone, by the way. And I have that one over here with a little bit more of a purple tone. It's kind of similar to the polish I have on my nails now, only that this one is lighter. It's actually, I put those back? It's Gray Area from Sally Hansen. Not black, of course, but, you know. It's along the same lines, but it is darker, and it looks darker on the nails. So I have it right on this nail. And then that's Below Zero. So if you want a dark nail but not black, these are great. And their recommendation actually for a black polish, Mooncat Emo for Life. I've never tried this brand. I'm assuming this is maybe an independent company, and you may only be able to find it online, but I'm not quite sure because I've never really seen this company. And then they're recommending ESSIE's Licorice, and then Gel Care if you do gel manicures. I don't. But from Gel Care, the Patent Leather Black. All right, and then Burgundy nails. To me, this is such a classic color for fall and winter, so really more cold weather appropriate. And so I brought out a few options of my own that I have in my collection. They are recommending Ginseng in Audacity, and then Olive and June in Obsessed, and Malaga Wine, which I do have swatched on this nail wheel. It took me a minute to find it. I couldn't find it in my collection. But I'll start off with this one. This one has a pretty little shimmer, a warm shimmer from Sinful Colors. The shimmer is soft on the nail, but you can tell the difference between the cream and the one with the shimmer. It just adds a little delicate interest look to the nail. It is a thinner formula. So a few coats to cover, but really, really pretty. It's not as glowy on the nails as what you see here, though. Just keep that in mind. But really pretty. This is called Black Cherry. And from ORLY, I have Opulent Obsession. And I have that one right over here. So next to the black cherry from Sinful Colors, Opulent Obsession, slightly bit more purple. Now, black cherry does have a touch of purple incorporated, but you see more of that red tone, less of the purple. Opulent Obsession though does have a little touch of purple, and it's really pretty. It's a pretty color. Next up, Malaga Wine. This is one that is being recommended by Allure magazine, and this would be the lighter of the burgundies that I have to mention here. So I do have it swatched on my little nail wheel, and as you can see, it has more of that red pink, more so than the touch of purple like Opulent Obsession, and even more so than black cherry. It's really beautiful. Such a good color. Very rich. Very sexy. Okay, a couple of coats for that one. Moving on to the reds. Orange red is what's being recommended by Allure magazine. And then out with the classic red Corvette says Chewy. I think that's how you pronounce the name. Upgrade your candy apple red manicure with a hint of fiery orange. It's a statement, she says, of the look. It has a rich, vibrant warmth while still being bold. Chewy recommends Chanel Livorni in Incendiary. We're partial to the punchy, slightly more pink OPI nail polish in Cajun Shrimp. Okay, so I pulled out 3 reds, 2 of which are warm, 1 of which are neutral. I know they're saying, you know, out with the whatever. What did he say? Out with the classic red. But to me, a classic red will forever be a great polish to have in a collection, because it is a type of red that you can wear year round, really. So I have this one I'll start off with, and it's a warm red. It's Cajun Shrimp, which is being recommended on the website. And it is a red. It's a warm red, but it has almost like a hint of pink. It's really pretty. It's such a pretty color. I do not, though, oftentimes reach for this red, because I reach for the next one that I'm going to mention, and it's my favorite warm red to pull. So this one usually takes a back seat, not because it's not gorgeous, not because the formula is not great. OPI is notoriously known for making some of the best reds, and there's a reason for it. They are really good at it, just like ESSIE's really good at the sheer pinks. OPI is really awesome at for making the red creams. I cannot speak. Okay. So Cajun Shrimp is an awesome one. Really good one to bring out for spring and summer. Not something that I usually pull for fall, winter. So I wouldn't consider this a great red for year round. But I am a seasonal polish wearer. You are, you can wear whatever you want, whenever you want, whatever makes you feel great. This is my favorite warm red. I pull it for spring and summer. I love this color so much. It's so good. Formula wise, again, it's so good. This is Coca Cola Red from OPI. Let's see. Let's go like that. It's just so good. I love it. I love it so much. And I have that one. It's this middle nail. It is so good. And let's go like that. You guys can see the difference. So this is Cajun, and then this is Coca-Cola. See, more of the pink. Almost like it has a little bit of a salmon-y tone in Cajun. And then last but not least, I know they're saying, the classic reds, but I love me a good classic red. And this classic red is another one from OPI. I'm pretty sure this is one of their best red polish, or their best sellers, or what have you, because it's good. It's really good. Each layer of all of these, by the way, oftentimes dry really fast. I know I've experienced that with Big Apple and Coca-Cola. It's been a minute since I've reached for Cajun, but they dry significantly quick. The formula is not thick. It is a little bit thinner. I don't mind that though, and still it covers the nail at two coats. It's just really good. So this is Big Apple Red. It is more of a neutral red. It is not a red that is too cool or too warm. It's just perfect right in the middle. Not too dark, not too light. It is a great year-round. This one I will wear year-round. It's so good. I love it. Okay, and so I have that one right over here. And let's do a little view of all of the polishes. Such a pretty color palette though, right? All right, that is everything for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, once again, please give it a like. That'll help the algorithm. I'd greatly appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. Let's start a conversation. I do thank you once again, and I will chat with you guys in the next one.